Oh, I'm ready. You said it. I know the answer.
And we're
There's a legitimate answer.
live.
I can even show you.
Okay,
Hold on,
show
Oodie.
me.
You have to answer the question.
Yeah, okay, I guess I'm
All right,
ending
why don't we
stream.
just do it
Thanks for
live?
watching,
Okay.
and over and out. Okay, so Kamui, what were you saying?
Oodie asked me if I was ready, and I said, "Oh, I'm ready." And I asked him who I just quoted. Chat, do you guys know? I have the answer. I can find it for you very quickly if I need to. I'll give you a hint. It's in Naruto Part 1.
Here. Hi,
That's a big hint.
Darishikage. Is this one
Well,
of
do you have a
your?
guess or not?
Is this a spoiler for one of your podcast topics? Because if so, we could wait until later.
It's not a spoiler because I just came up with it like literally on the fly when you said, "Are you ready?" That being said, I could I could make a question of who is ready. But I feel like there's probably more than one person to say they're ready at some point.
Yeah, but was this? Did you not have this as a thing? Or this was already one of the questions, like, oh, who's hungry? It was Jiroba or whatever it was.
No, it wasn't already one of the questions. I literally
Okay,
I
okay,
told you,
you
I
say
genuinely
you literally just
all
came
of
up
this
with.
was
What if
for
you had remembered it back
all
then,
this was for
forgot
a
it over
call.
the course of the many months it's been since you
No,
wrote
it's
those
not. I
topics?
can no. I can
100%.
100% guarantee you it's not already
Have
one of
you
the
gone
questions.
back
I
and
could turn it
checked?
into one. I don't need to. I know the things I wrote in there.
Okay, you know what? Go back, turn it into
Like
one,
I said,
and if there's a duplicate and I remember, I'm so gonna call you out on it a few years from now when we get to those topics.
I don't want it to be a few years. When are we gonna do that anyway? Like, what podcast are we planning on doing this for?
It'd be really funny if we got one of the voice actors from it and be like, which one of these did you say? Or we could just get Camera Trippy. I don't know, or some other guest. Probably
Alright, I
not
don't know
Naruto
what
exclusive.
question. Should the question be like, what
Oh,
is blank for the character's name? Or should it be like, who is the most ready?
Bro, apparently the Naruto website is dropping official quizzes? There's
Oh,
no
that's
way.
cool.
Well, like, how tough
You
are
didn't
they?
answer my question though.
You're right, I didn't.
Should my question be, what is blank character's name? Or should it be, who is canonically the most ready?
I like who is canonically the most ready. Dude, this is
Okay.
cool. Shinobi quiz, World Mania? For the challenge, put your knowledge to the test. Bro, this is a freaking first. Okay, well, I had two other potential first. Okay, Kamui, I feel like you should put it with the others instead of
I don't know how to do
months
that.
ahead. you just edit your message and put it below. But whatever, you know what? Just you know what? At this point, it's too late. Okay, never mind. You deleted it. It's double too late, I guess.
How do I find it with all of these podcast topics?
I don't know. Look up the word hungry. I'm sure you'll find it that way.
Find it.
Or Jirobo, maybe.
God.
One of these. I don't know.
It's definitely one of these spoiler ones, but I gotta find mine, not yours. Well, okay, I don't know these are.
This one.
Oh, I found
What
some
is
of them.
Jirobo? That's one of them. There you go.
All right, I gotta remember.
You didn't write the answer. Like, I hope you
remembered the
do
answer.
remember
I just
these.
remembered the answer. I clicked on one of my questions and I was like, what
Bro, I'm gonna die laughing when you don't remember your answer to half of these and you yourself get to guess after clicking on it. And we're just sitting there with like the official person, be like, yeah, I don't know, like who is like what is Jirobo? I don't know. Like, what do you think Kamui meant by that?
Let me just I gotta look at all of mine. Oh, some of these I feel like it takes me a quick second, but I'm gonna look through all of these real quick. Okay. I don't want to share some of the questions. And there's one question of all the questions. There is one question I am the most excited about.
Okay. I mean, do any of these questions
wait.
lean you into a direction of who we should have on for these questions?
That's a tough one because on one hand, it would be really funny to have like Naruto explain to it, but I don't know if you would have as much fun with it.
And plus, I don't want to waste my
Honestly
Naruto
speaking,
explain
Daigo
time
Knight
on
might
who
be the
is
best person.
Jirogo. Oh, I was thinking that too, but also,
Not who is
Daigo's
Jirogo.
just going to be an
What is
automatic
Jirogo?
good guess no matter what, apparently, so I don't want to waste good topics on Daigo either. Let's see, who's good at Naruto knowledge that isn't Naruto explained or us or Daigo? Trippy.
6.
Six,
Again,
Six would probably be one of the good ones. Yeah, I think 6 would be good for these.
Just be like midway through. All right, we have a lot of questions for you.
But you'd have to have the panels ready in advance to be extra funny with it. Like, what is Robo? Bro, I don't know. He's like a Sound 4 ninja. Will you look in chat really quick and you post the scan? Actually, turns out
the correct answer is it would be funny to turn this into a Jeopardy.
Bro, Free Game asked me to make him a Jeopardy. Actually, you know what? Do you want to do... Okay. I don't want to turn the first 3 hours of stream into random quizzes because we're just excited, but but do you want to go over the Jeopardy I made for Free Game and see how many questions you can get right?
We could.
Well, I would want another person here, so it'd be like a 1v1.
I need to remember. I have 3, and I don't want to be too specific, but I kind of remember the answer to this character. I have 3 in a row of. I don't know what this is in reference to.
Okay, Kamui, do you want to go to the voice channel, and if someone joins, we can do the Jeopardy? Because I forgot that we were in a private call anyway.
We're not even in there. Yeah, that's fine.
Start the podcast, okay. There we go. Starting stage, cause we forgot.
I don't.
Oh, perfect.
I gotta. Oh my god.
Hey Daigo, you want to come back on?
Oh my god, that's perfect.
Yeah, actually, we were just looking for someone like you.
The answers to some of these.
I mean, and he's gone. Yeah, I mean, Swifty could work too. Hey, okay, both Swifty and Daigo. Hey, do one of you want to be on and do a question segment? A quiz, Jeopardy, all of the above.
No, you can't do mine because I gotta remember the answers to some of these. I should have written the answers down. That was pretty stupid of me. Like some of these I knew I would never forget. But like what is Datara? What is Datara part 2? What did Datara at least do? I don't know what that's in reference to anymore.
But that's even funnier though, because then we all get to guess.
We all figure it
out. Figure it out together. Just go swarm the manga one chapter at a time, skimming until we figure it out.
Yeah, I know. I'm about to rewatch all of Naruto. Like,
oh my god. Hands crazy.
Oh my god, some of these questions I don't know.
I think that's subjective on what you think is the most hardcore.
I don't know. You know, part of the problem is when I wrote these, I expected, you know, to like do this like within a month, not like 5 months later.
Well, I expected that for every of our topics, but
I don't remember the answer to some of these.
Oh God. Volume 1, stuff like that. And dropping them in increments. Interesting. Okay.
I like some of these. Like certain characters, I know exactly what it is. I'm referencing, but like, I don't know what I I don't know. What is Team Guy? I don't remember.
No, we'll get 6 on for those because I feel like that would just be funny. Oh, free game, perfect. Well, actually, no, not perfect because you're not allowed to see the questions for this stupid Jeopardy. Gosh darn it! A free game if you want to come on though, you can.
I really a couple of these questions are really killing me. What did Datara at least do?
I feel like that might be something he said in the Naruto like chase part. Like
Well,
at
most
least
of these are
Kakashi's
just
gone now or something.
it boiled down to like like a couple of words the character just said
Oh
at some
no.
point, and I just happened to remember it. Um,
Until you don't.
but also like one of these, I just noticed it. I think there's more than one answer to this one, and I don't remember who I was specifically thinking of.
Oh, did you add the one that you wanted to add now, by the way? Before you forget to do that?
Yes.
Okay.
I already added it. I added in the ready one.
Okay. But like you should also like stop focusing on that so we can focus on the next thing now.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm really hung up on a couple of these.
Oh my god. Okay, well, I'm gonna share my screen.
What, bro? I'm pissed now.
Oh my god, Kamui, we cannot turn the entirety of the beginning of the stream into you trying to remember what you were trying to think it was months ago. Kamui, do you just want to do these topics now with free game?
No, because I need to remember them first. Like,
Oh my god.
because the ones I already know, I will not forget. There's a reason I couldn't forget them. But
Okay.
the random ass arbitrary one, like I don't the other ones, I need to remember first.
Oh my god. Well,
I
we
also
could
don't have
come
them. I don't
back
have all
to
the
it.
clips ready.
You do it off stream. I don't know. Are you ready to move on, Kamui? This is painful at this point.
Unfortunately, I don't think I have a choice. You know.
A choice in which direction, knowing how stubborn you can be. Doesn't tell me anything, really.
Yeah, both directions.
It's a tug of war.
Man, I'm pissed about this
Pushed and
Datara
pulled in
one in
every
particular. There's
direction.
a Datara and a Madara one that are particularly bothering me.
Oh, I'm sure I could get the Madara one easy. Freaking know everything he's ever said.
Really? Here, I'll ask the question. You'll forget it. What is it, according to Madara? Do you have thoughts? Because that was the question.
Okay.
And I definitely had an answer at the time.
So I'm guessing Madara's the whole quote is Madara saying it's blank.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Or probably it is blank or it's blank. But yeah, it has to be.
Well, he says this
that's how most
is
of
a
these,
power of a god. That could be an answer.
No, it wasn't that.
Okay.
It's gotta be.
Sure
It's gotta be. It's or it is.
at some point
I
he
definitely
probably
am very pedantic with these.
at some point he probably says something like this is heating up or this is getting more exciting or this is the taste of blood. This is what my body combat real
No,
feels like,
this
something
is.
like that.
It can't be this is. It has to be it is or
God.
it's. Can't be this is.
I don't feel like it
I know I would
could.
have been very particular.
Okay, sure.
Nah, because I know what I would have done. And even like, how unfortunate. That's a line I love. But it wouldn't be that because that would be how is it? What is it?
It is the bread leaf autumn vapor.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what would I have been like? What arbitrary line was I thinking of? Even like, what is Sasuke? I don't remember what I was referencing.
You're spoiling all the questions.
Yeah, you can say an
Kamui.
Avenger. No, it has to be something funny, not obvious. Like,
What do you think it is, free game? He's still muted, so.
according to Madara. I know you're gonna forget about, or even like one of these questions. There's an obvious answer, at least obvious to me. But I don't know if this is what I was referencing or not anymore.
We should do this for like the earliest possible one ever. So like, what is the earliest thing that is something in Naruto? Just go back to chapter like 1 and see what the first like things people say something is.
What is the first?
What is the first
What
thing?
is the first thing that is?
That is.
That
We like capitalize that. Write that down. Write that down as one of the things.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
Like, what does that mean?
Yeah, put like a comma.
What is the first thing
like
that is
asterisks around it or
Naruto?
something? Or like
I
underlined.
capitalized it. I'll even bold it too.
Okay. Oh, that's a good one. I like that. I really hope I remember that. It's so good.
Well, we don't even know the answer yet. We just have to find the first time someone says something is something.
Yeah. Okay, can we move on to the Naruto quiz yet?
Yes, and then we're gonna have to. This is gonna be so hard for me to figure out. I'm gonna have to go through like every freaking data scene to figure out what the hell I was referencing.
We'll do that another time, Kamui.
It takes so much
Kamui,
research.
we are 17, almost 18 minutes into the stream, by the way. We've done nothing.
Better than 2 hours like last time.
We haven't even started our first topic yet. Which by the way, our first topic isn't planned. We were not planning to do this as our first topic, and we haven't even started it yet. Can someone tell me why Madara and Kinshiki have almost the same horn? Well, Kamui, can you tell Rezi, as someone, why
It
Madara
very
and
well
Kinshiki
might
have almost
be
the same horn?
related to what it is, according to Madara.
Yeah, Madara at some point does say it is something. Oh, hey, what's up,
I was
Freaking?
muted as hell. I was muted as hell. I thought I didn't know I was muted. We're so confused on my stream and what the hell is going on. So can you put us up to speed of what the hell you guys are going? What the hell is going on? Because we're all.
Well, we
confused.
were hoping you could explain that for us, free game.
Please
Explain
go ahead.
what?
What we're doing.
Yeah. Why we're
Oh, y'all
confused.
said something about a game. I joined y'all stream. What you mean? Why?
Yeah, go ahead and explain the game.
Explain the game. I don't know what game y'all playing.
What do you mean? You set it up.
You're the host.
Yeah, you're streaming right now.
Oh, so y'all want to go against each other or something? Is what you're saying? I'm
exactly.
confused.
No, we were just expecting you to explain your game to us.
Yeah.
I don't have a game.
Well,
what game you talking about?
The one that you prepared.
I didn't prepare no game.
All right, that's fine. I got one prepared.
Oodie, just
all right,
pull it
so
up.
I'm sharing my screen.
Oodie, only game that I have is the one that you sent me, bro.
Free game. Do you want to play that game?
That's totally fine.
All right, let's play some
what we were
Naruto Jeopardy.
At least one of them.
Okay, so free game. By the way,
We can do
did
that.
you want to do this? Because like, did you want to play this when you were gonna play this on your stream? Technically, this is your stream now, so like it's gonna be on your stream twice. I don't know what's the plan
not
with
my
this.
stream.
Are you not streaming?
But I mean, we can play it. Yeah, I am. I'm streaming, but we can play it.
Okay.
It's late night. Like I don't got that many
Oh, that's true.
viewers right now, so it's all good.
Okay, cool.
We can still play it later on. What's the name?
Bet.
Hold on, I'm just trying to pull up the fucking screen. Bear with me 1 second.
I'm trying to make sure it actually like looks good.
Might as well ask this in advance, Oodie. Is this like the trippy one?
No, this one's fine.
Are the answers actually correct?
Yes, because I made it for free game. I
Facts.
wasn't planning on.
Or am I gonna debate you on the fact that it's Nakano Shrine instead of Naka Shrine again?
No, I made this for free game. I wasn't planning on doing this on this, so you're good. There's only one question on here that Kamui, you're gonna like it, and you're gonna know why immediately.
Okay.
Because I intentionally,
we should turn our questions into a Jeopardy.
I intentionally made one of them.
Hey, before we do that though,
Yeah.
I got a super chat for $50. So shout out to D-Man. He said, "Do y'all think they will introduce a new tail beast? By the way, keep up the good work. Appreciate that, brother. Also subscribe to the Walky Talky podcast as well."
Oh, thank you.
So what do I think about that?
On a $50 donation.
Does he mean
okay.
like right now or like has already done it?
Do y'all think they will introduce a new tail beast? By the way, y'all keep. Yeah, they'll introduce a new tail beast, basically.
So this is interesting. This was I was gonna get to this way down the line with the Himawari discussion coming that we're gonna get to, but I guess we can just cover this now at least briefly.
That will get you next year at this rate.
Okay, so I'm gonna just call it now. Kamui, your theory and everyone else's general theory, playing it safe, it's freaking cap. I don't want to hear it. No. Okay, Himawari doesn't have Nine-Tails chakra because genetic blah 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 Naruto parent. No. I'm not accepting that as a theory or a valid answer. Get it out of my face. I don't even want to entertain the possibility of that being correct because I hate that theory. I hate it. It's too boring. So my theory.
You hate it, that doesn't mean it's correct.
Yeah, you
I'm
said
fine
that
with
about Moegi being the what caused Matsuri, and look
So-
what happened.
So I just want to preface this by saying I know this theory is incorrect because it doesn't make any sense at all. This isn't how this works, but
How doesn't it though? Jura.
no, I meant from my theory.
Fucking Juby.
so no, because I hate that safe theory. Oh, it's because genetics, Naruto, that shut up with that nonsense. Okay, but so my theory.
I mean, we don't know. We don't know
Bro,
why.
she literally has the whisker marks.
Yeah, so does Boruto, and Damon didn't sense anything there.
So does Boruto.
So get out of my face with that.
Yeah,
So-
does Boruto.
So
But
my
Boruto,
theory.
you could say
Moving on.
it's overshadowed by Momoshiki's Otsutsuki
It's
chakra.
not.
And so that's what he notices more, you could say.
Headcanon.
Or you could say that Himawari inherited more of the tail beast aspect, whereas
I
Boruto
hate that
inherited
too.
more of another aspect.
And it doesn't
It's like they
apply
don't
to
need to be
any other
equal in every single way.
Jinchuriki baby ever either. So cool.
It applies to Naruto. Literally look at him when he was born. No one else was born like that.
Gaara.
These are the only situation where the Jinchuriki had a child. You have
As far as
Naruto
you're aware.
and then Himawari and Boruto.
As far as you're aware.
All the all the other ones were single or they died.
As
Gaara
far as
didn't have
you're
a kid.
aware.
Yeah, sure, as far as I'm aware. But I'm going with what I'm aware of. And 100% of the situations we have are just Naruto and Himawari and Boruto.
Prove that
So-
old dude that was the first one-tail Jinchuriki didn't have a side chick.
What?
Bro is complaining. Bro said he had no one but Shukaku in his life. That's all you need.
Okay, well maybe we had a little
said he had
human
a side chick. This guy's
X-tail
crazy.
beast side game going on here.
Nah, but for real though, like, yeah, I don't think that it's like a coincidence that a Ten-Tails would be able to, or I guess, what do he call himself? Did he call himself a Biju? He called himself a Biju. He said he can sense other Bijus, so that led him
Yeah, I don't
to
see anything wrong with that.
Himawari. Yeah, so why wouldn't she have either the strength of a Biju? Maybe she's not like a vessel for a Biju, or what are they called? A Jinchuriki for a Biju, I'm sorry. But maybe she's, something else, because like through the Boruto series we've been seeing certain types of mutations and stuff like that. So that can be one of them. But that's just my opinion.
So
Well,
interesting.
yeah, I mean, like the specifics of what's going on with her is kind of up in the air, but it's implied that like somewhere, somehow, Kurama's chakra is probably integrated into the idea just because she's sensing
It
Biju chakra from her.
doesn't
It
have to
originated
be
from Kurama at
it
some point.
it doesn't have to necessarily be Kurama though. Like it could be something totally different though. He didn't say he sensed Kurama. He said he sensed Biju chakra.
Well, he said like he was trying to sense Naruto via
The
I mean,
Biju chakra.
it's possible. See, my only thing with this though is if he was just sensing Biju chakra up in the air out of the blue, he could have just like accidentally walked up to Killer B. So
No,
it's like
not true. Not true, because he was going to the village in search for Naruto. So he specifically targeted Konoha because he knew that Naruto was there and he was the one with the tail beast. So why would he
well,
look
he didn't
for?
know Naruto was there. Technically, he doesn't know where.
How did he
No,
even know
I
where the
mean, like,
village
all right. So
was?
like, all right, he was under the assumption that Naruto. I will rephrase that. But anyways, like I don't see him going to a different village like looking for Shukaku or anything.
Well, the
If
way
he's
so the way I
Momoshiki
was
primarily
did.
explaining
looking for
that though
Naruto.
is what if like he part of this would depend on like the strength of the radar, but like hypothetically speaking, if Killer B, because Killer B's probably got more Biju chakra than Himawari by having the whole ass 8 tails. Like, what if he goes to the Elite Village, he senses his B's chakra, and he's just like, "Oh, I sense Naruto over there," and he runs to the Cloud Village. But either way, yeah, it doesn't necessarily like it doesn't mean that Kurama himself is there, but realistically speaking, I mean, unless you want to say that like Himawari inherited like Shukaku's chakra via Naruto having like a slee little bit of Shukaku's chakra, but it's just more likely to be related to Kurama given that she has the fox whiskers anyway.
Well,
So
I think that she has a new Biju in her anyways, because like if you go back to Damon was very interested in her, and I'm highly doubt if he could say he
yeah,
can
that's
stop out those Suskis. I highly doubt that the power that he sensed in her was like a 9 tails chakra. Like it has to
it
be
Exactly.
something
can't
totally
just
different.
be
Yeah.
Kurama. It would at the very least need to be something that Kurama's power influenced, but it can't just be literally, oh, I sense Kurama's chakra. Otherwise, he'd be losing his mind at the thought of
Mhm.
Naruto.
Yeah,
Exactly.
facts.
So it would like if like hypothetically Kurama's chakra influenced Himawari's eyes and made him mutate and become her lock-on mode eyes, and it's OP as hell. That would be fine. Or it could be like a new thing. We don't really know, but I think that Kurama probably is influencing it somewhat, even if he's not the only part. There's probably somewhere in the mix where he was involved by being alive when Himawari was born, just because she literally has the fox whiskers
No,
anyway.
no, I don't accept
So I
that.
don't
Get
see
that
why he
answer out of
would
here.
be nothing. And
Too cliche.
bro,
Everyone's been
Udy, you
saying
do
it since
realize it can be
day
more than
one.
one thing.
This isn't a new thing. You realize this has been a thing since Himawari was born. Since before Himawari was born. People have been saying this since Shippuden.
Yeah, people have
Wow,
said this since
Naruto's
Himawari was
kids are
born.
gonna be so OP. It's Naruto's kid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but like this has been a thing since Himawari was born. But
been a
the
thing since
idea
before she was
hasn't
born.
changed.
Yeah, and people are just now bringing it up because now more actively, because now it's relevant. Now get that out of my face. It's nonsense. Nonsense. Pure nonsense. I hate it. Don't accept it as an answer.
Bro, it would people brought it up in the past. You can look up videos. Like I've
I
seen
know.
videos on this in the past.
I
Yeah,
know.
they're bringing it up now again because it's relevant again.
Exactly.
You're just mad.
You're right, I am. That's what I'm trying to convey. Thank you for
You're
picking up on
mad.
that.
You're mad because you hate it and it might be true. The same as the Boruto time skip for
It's
us.
not. It won't
where
might
we
be
were
true.
mad at the thought that it might be true.
It's not true though.
Yes, it is.
Prove it. Exactly. So okay. So free
Go
game.
back to our streams talking about it.
So free game. Look at my screen if you aren't. So this is interesting. In the war arc, base Minato from like across the country was able to sense KCM2 Naruto when he probably shouldn't have been able to, in my opinion. So it's interesting because like I wonder if this is somewhat related.
Because Minato had half of the Nine Tails inside of him, so it would probably resonate the same as how Naruto sensed Kurama's chakra and Ginkaku, even when it is in a location where chakra sensing was sealed off and he wasn't using Sage mode and he blah blah blah, he still sensed it. So you could just say it's because of that.
No, but anyone was able to sense. That's also why
only Minato's noticing.
But anyone was able to sense Nine Tails chakra. People at HQ knew it was Nine Tails chakra based on the sensing.
No. But okay, the people at HQ were specifically using a special sensory nonsense shit to sense everything in the war. Of course, they're gonna know. They notice literally every random person they sense. So of course they notice the Nine Tails chakra. In the case of Minato here, he's not doing that. He just is noticing. And even Tobirama, who's realistically the best sensory ninja of this group, isn't like specifically pointing out Nine Tails chakra. I think Minato's noticing it probably because Kurama's inside him. It could be a sensory feat from Minato, but I don't know about that.
Nah, bro, something different's going on here. And in the same way, Himawari just doesn't have any Nine Tails chakra. I don't want to hear it. It's not because of Gen X. Otherwise, people would have freaking known. People would have known. Naruto would have known. Someone at some point would have sensed it. It wouldn't have just been Damon or just Jura. There's something specific about them as well. Probably gonna be something as well.
I agree with that regardless, though. Like, regardless, Naruto should have known that Himawari's got some OP busted-ass power inside of him. Like, regardless of whether it's Karama, it's freaking Burama, or it's Shurama, I don't care. Like, he should have noticed that anyway.
You know why he didn't? Because it's a new thing. I bet you.
No, he didn't notice it because he's just freaking not even home half the time. That's why. Like.
Okay, then what about Hinata?
Let's be real.
He was home all the time.
Hinata didn't use her Byakugan on Himawari, clearly.
Over the course of like the 10 years. I don't believe that.
Well, I mean, I don't have to tell you, man. Because when Neji looked at Naruto, he had no problem seeing Kurama in there. So.
Because freaking Kurama's not in Himawari.
Maybe
that's
Naruto...
not my point. The point is he can see the power of people. Like, he can just see in their chakra whether they're strong.
Yeah, it's not a chakra seeing thing. Because it's not in there.
Yeah, because nobody, like, even like the Hyugas, they can't see nothing like abnormal with her chakra. I'm pretty sure they like, fought and detected it and stuff like that. This is something totally different, I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah, exactly. So this gets to my theory.
The people should be able to notice.
No, I don't. So get your safe answer out of here. I want your fun answer.
Like,
your personal.
Wait, hold on. Even with like, hold on. Like, even when Naruto had like the Biju chakra inside of him, like he had two separate like chakra networks. He had Kurama's chakra network, which was red, and he had his own, which is blue. So I think they'll be able to sense that.
I think no matter how you slice it, they probably should have been able to sense something from him.
Nah, bro. It's freaking
if it's this big of a deal.
Get the NC Hammer thumbnails of KCM2 Himawari out of my face. I don't want to see it.
I don't want to see that either. That's not what I want. But that's not my point right now. My point is, regardless of what the hell it is, more people should have noticed it realistically.
I want something different.
Because it's not Kurama. It's not going to be Kurama's power.
No.
Uodie, it doesn't matter who it is. They still should have noticed, in my opinion. They should have noticed that there is some insane power. Like, just gotta put this in perspective. Damon looks at Code, who everyone's like, oh my god, so much power. He's blowing the wind back. And he's like, yeah, you're weak. And then he just senses Himawari around the corner. He's freaking out. Okay, like, if Himawari is exuding that much power, like,
well, I don't think it's exuding power because Damon didn't recognize it at first. It had to be close. So I think it's a quality power rather than a quantity power.
Even still,
what?
I feel like Katasuke or someone, I don't care who, should have been able to freaking tell.
I agree.
No, I think it's a specific power that like only Daemon or Otsutsuki's can sense.
Well, why doesn't Boruto. I mean, then you got to get into the specifics of why only those two then, because otherwise Boruto or Kawaki should be able to sense it. Or even Jigen when he showed up. Jigen should have shown up and like, where's your daughter? I sense her power.
Well, I don't know about Otsutsuki's, but I'm saying there's something specific about Damon and Jura that's just different from like other people.
And at the same time, too, he wasn't interested in them as well, too.
It could be the fact that maybe Jura is like has Shibai cells or something, but then why wouldn't Ada have it? So I think there's something specific about Damon in particular that separates them.
Yeah.
Unless Ada just does know and she just hasn't said anything, which would be an Ada's character. But,
just don't care.
So for my theory specifically, I've already debunked this in my own time, but what I originally was thinking was in the same way that we know the Telbeasts can reincarnate, that's what they do. In the same way that Indra and Ashura reincarnate, I was wondering, what if Kurama just chose to reincarnate into Himawari? The problem with that is the fact that we know it takes probably should be a few years, and Damon was sensing something inside Himawari immediately, but that's okay because you could just say that's again the other different power that Damon was sensing anyways, and this Kurama thing is just a new thing regardless. But I don't really know if I like that anyways.
Wouldn't Kurama had to die first before he would be able to be incarnated?
Yeah, that would have been during the Ishiki fight or when he chose to reincarnate.
The problem with that, we don't even know if Kurama will reincarnate because of Baryon mode.
Well, also, but by that logic, could Kurama have just chosen to reincarnate inside Naruto? Like, why is bro just ditching Naruto?
I mean, I don't know how nuclear fusion works and all that, but like, when you go scientifically, energy is never destroyed; it just changes form.
Yeah.
So, if you want to equate chakra to energy, then chakra shouldn't disappear, no matter what.
Yeah, it's interesting because he does have his own soul, but
okay.
Okay, Kamui, what about this? So let's just say with KCM2, Naruto and Kurama's chakra pool sort of like fused. So rather than being separate, it's just all one big chakra pool. So that Kurama clone, it was Kurama, like it had Kurama's consciousness. But would you say possibly that's Naruto's Kurama clone? Because it's like all the same. So it's Kurama, but it's Naruto because their chakra at this point is one and the same.
I wouldn't say that their chakra was one and the same, though.
I agree. Okay, in that case, Himawari doesn't have Ninetales chakra from birth. Suck it.
No, that's not how that works. Because
nothing about conception that uses chakra.
Like, even if well, okay, so how do I want to word this? So basically, like with I don't want to get into a big side tangent about this, but to be honest, like even if you don't want to say Himawari has Kurama's chakra in the sense that she could hypothetically, whip out a one-tailed cloak. The point is, his chakra may have been integrated into her gene pool, so it might be quote unquote Himawari's chakra, but just as Naruto has inherited power from Minato and Kushina, it's Naruto chakra, but there's the Minato and Kushina influence. You could just basically Kurama would be like a third parent. In that case, is one way to look at it.
I mean, pretty
so
sure
even Naruto, never mind. Just assume he never got Minato just didn't give him the Ninetales. Like basically Naruto for the first 12 years anyway wasn't using Kurama's chakra. Naruto already had ridiculous chakra reserves, to a point where it's it seems like he literally has more than Minato and Kushina, given the ridiculous amount of shadow clones he could make. And you could attribute some of that to the fact that Kurama's chakra could have been integrated into Naruto's pool. That's why he has the whisker marks and so on. So in a sense, Naruto just was genetically gifted, on his own. You could make that argument, and that would apply to Himawari and Boruto. Of course, in Boruto's case, it's not so much his chakra reserves as it is other things, like his Jogan and skill. Like I said, Himawari and Boruto don't need to inherit the same stuff anyway. But my point with that is, Himawari doesn't necessarily need to be able to like activate a one-tail cloak or anything of the sort for Kurama's chakra to have been integrated into her genes in some manner. I mean, it has, at the very least, visually done so.
Pretty sure Kishimoto answered like 2 decades ago. Oh my god, that's so funny that it's article I just read. That Naruto doesn't have whiskers because of Kurama, and it's just like a design thing that Kishimoto just did. It's like canonically it's not because of Kurama.
But that doesn't make sense with Gengaku and
yeah, okay,
Gengaku.
We'll get into that. Okay, so there's two avenues, 2 routes we can go down. The first avenue is taking Kishimoto's word, assuming that's correct from like 2 decades ago, whatever.
Well, let me say
the other
aspect
is to assume that
Kishimoto can be true that Kishimoto just did it as a design choice initially, but then later on decided he would make it a thing.
Okay, but like I'm saying, there's 2 routes we can go down, one where it's true, one where it isn't. So let's go down the avenue right now, hypothetically, to where, okay, the whiskers do mean something in the series. We can see the whiskers correlate to the amount of chakra Naruto's using, usually. When he's not using any, the whiskers are very minimal. When he's using some, the whiskers are more pronounced. When he's using, like, KCM2 or 6 Path Sage mode, they're literally, like, thick black lines.
Yeah.
And after he loses, Kurama is back down to the normal. So keep in mind, Naruto just doesn't have Kurama, but he still has the whiskers.
Well, that's why I said from birth, like, it was already integrated into him. Like, he already had. That's why he shouldn't have lost the whisker marks when he lost Kurama, because he was born with them anyway.
Okay,
that should never leave him.
Yeah, and it's also not a Jinchuriki thing, because Kushina didn't have whiskers, for example. So it is a birth thing. But then also, then Ginkaku and Kinkaku. Yeah.
So with that one, my explanation behind that is they did not seal Kurama's chakra inside themselves. They fed on his flesh, and in doing so, it basically seems to have at least integrated into their natural chakra pool in a different way from a standard Jinchuriki situation. So even in their base forms, it affects them. They are able to use the version 2 cloak like a Jinchuriki, but it seems to have had a noticeably different effect from a standard Jinchuriki situation. Because again, Kushina doesn't have them, so there's a clear difference to what it did to them.
Yeah, and again,
even in their base, like I was like, "Yo, I sense Ninetales chakra." So it seems like even in their base, it's always present.
Yeah, and that's not just, oh, the base had the fancy schmancy sensory thing that was hooked up at that one specific... No, it was everyone just was able to sense it, even on the beach, without having seen Kurama's chakra. They could sense, hey, that's Kurama's chakra. So everyone knows what Kurama's chakra feels like.
Yeah, or
not everyone, but like
go
the
look
named
at
characters.
I think some of them just said like they sensed the powerful chakra, whereas some knew it was the Ninetales, but let me just go look for it. I think it's like chapter 525 or 6 or something.
Sure. Slightly also an interesting thing is apparently there is actually, you know what, I'm not going to get into this because we would just get into derailed into other stuff. We'll get into this another time. Basically there is a range to chakra which gets into genjutsu, but we're not going to talk about that right now. Anyways.
Yeah, Ao just says who are these 2? They have Ninetales chakra, and then A answers.
We got Immortal Phoenix in here. You can play the game if y'all want. Unless y'all want to keep on going.
Immortal, you want to play again?
I mean, he's in the audience. He raised his hand. So
no, I invited him. So when it's green, it's I invite. When it's white, it's they're asking. Anyways.
Oh yeah.
So a side note, one more quick thing I want to add to all of this is, so like Daemon, Ada, they seem to not age, which is weird because Boruto and Kawaki do age, but all the other Otsukis seemingly don't. Something I was thinking about, so Madara was siphoning chakra from the Geto Mazo to add longevity to his life. The Geto Mazo is the Ten Tails. The Ten Tails is the Otsutsuki. Kagi is stated immortal. So, like, was Madara using Kaguya's immortality. It's the way I'm thinking about it right now. Sort of combines that in a weird, cool way.
So that would deem the question. Well, okay. I was gonna say they would have to make the question of whether like that's a Kaguya's Ten Tails specific thing, but you could argue that that's why Jigen was still alive all that time because he kept siphoning Ten Tails chakra.
Yeah, same with Jigen.
One
Same
of the
with
reasons could have been to prolong his life.
Momoshiki,
True.
Kinshiki,
I never
going.
It's
thought
like if
about that.
Kawaki's aging now, then Jigen has not aged since the day he was taken over. Like
Yeah.
there needs to be an explanation for that. It's not just
Right.
because he's a vessel, because Kawaki's lit and Boruto. Boruto is 100% Atsuki, and he's still getting older these years. So
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a little bit weird. I
Do
would
you
say
think they
it's
get to
because
a
of
peak
Honor,
age
but
though?
What's up?
huh?
Do you think
Huh?
they get like to like a peak age? Like, all right, so I don't know if y'all like watch Dragon Ball or whatever, but like they like don't age anymore after like I think 50 or some shit like that,
I
or
don't-
something crazy like that. Like they stop aging,
Like Saiyans
or
kind
30 or
of
some shit like that. Like they stay in their 30s appearance, but they be like 50 and shit like that, 60 years old.
theoretically,
Yeah,
yeah, it's
Saiyans-
possible. I don't
No, I don't think so.
like it as much though, especially given that Ada and Damon are doing it at like Damon's like what 11 and he's still stuck at that age. So.
But he's a cyborg though, so he's a different story.
Because
yeah,
in
but
the
like the other cyborgs age.
No,
like look at
no.
Boro. And Victor.
Code-
Victor was
No,
aging too much for his own good. So.
Because-
Well, they were
no,
actually
no. There was
No.
humans first.
no.
I think it's more so like they were sorry. I think it's more so the fact that they were already that age before they were experimented on.
Exactly.
Well, it's the Shibai
Yeah.
influence specifically. It's not just that they're cyborgs. It's because of Shibai.
No, like you
No,
said, you said Al, right? Like he stayed. The
No,
same
Victor.
age.
Victor is the inner member of
Victor,
Kara,
but
modified.
Victor,
Yeah, and
but yeah,
his whole
but
complaint was he was getting too old and he was gonna
but
die.
no, but like you got to remember though, like Victor came. He got with the Kara organization when he was already like up in age though.
Yeah, but he was still aging. If Amato's ninja tech
Yeah, but
stopped
he
him from
wasn't-
aging, it wouldn't be a concern.
It's not the ninja tech that's stopping them from aging. It's their modifications on their body, like making them cyborg, half mechanic, half human.
They
That-
did.
yeah, but that would
say
apply
they
to
were
Victor in
full
that
mechanic.
case. That would apply to Victor in that case. So I think the
No,
key would
Victor
be
wasn't fully
Shibai.
mechanic though.
I think Amato mentioned how, Kawaki and pretty much every other cyborgs, or I think that's mainly just Kawaki who has like some sort of nanobots in this stream, like nanites in this stream, bloodstream actually.
Well, I mean, everyone had a unique thing, but they were all
Yeah.
modified by Amato.
Yeah. I thought that would apply to other cyborgs, but I think that's just specifically Kawaki. Something unique to Kawaki.
Yeah, they each had a different thing. Kawaki's was implied to be like. Dude, what's funny is, especially early on, Kawaki's was implied to be like the pinnacle of ninja tech, like the best one. But objectively speaking, remove the karma seal nonsense. Kawaki's is like the worst in Gaara. Okay, Delta is way stronger. Boros hacks is way better. His regeneration's way better. Code's
Yeah.
I guess Coat doesn't really have normal ninja tech, but like all the other ones are better. Like Kawaki's ninja tech's not that good.
All Kawaki can do is change his body, like sort of like how
Even Delta
in
can do it with her
Prototype,
legs, though.
like kind of like how in Prototype, like James Heller and Alex Mercer is able to, switch their biomass, like change their like bodies into like blades and whiplashes and stuff. If you guys know what Prototype.
Delta can do it with
Yeah.
her legs. She's got the special eye. She can absorb ninjutsu. She's got rocket jet feet. Like hers are better than Kawaki's. And then
Yeah.
Boro's regen and virus is way better than Kawaki's healing.
I think speaking of Kawaki, like, do you think he'll actually go to Amato for a power up, or he'll find some other source to to make a comeback against Jorah and Hidari?
It would have to either be Sasuke related or Amato related or both. It can't
Yeah.
be ninja related. That kind of goes against the clash in the flash forward scene.
Yeah. Okay. That's pretty interesting. Oh, right. Hold on.
Let's not forget when Momoshiki and Kinshiki invaded the tuning exams, they stated their reason for going after the chakra fruit. Basically to stay young.
Yeah, like the chakra itself is keeping them young, so it makes sense that Ten Tails chakra, which is pretty darn similar to the chakra fruit anyway, would have a similar effect.
And the Ten Tails is the Otsutsuki, and then Momoshiki turned Kinshiki into a chakra. Like, you don't need the Ten Tails. Like, you can just bypass the Ten Tails as a process altogether. Just have Kinshiki put his karma seal on someone else, and then just eat Kinshiki, and then just, like, do that. And then, like, you don't need the Ten Tails. We've already seen it in series.
On one hand, yeah, you're right. But to be fair, like, again, I'm going to preface this. You are right, but you could get more bang for your buck by joining an entire planet.
I know.
Which would include Kinshiki versus just Kinshiki.
Yeah.
So I have a question since we're talking about Otsutskis and
Would
stuff.
it include Kinshiki?
So I screenshot. I kind of screenshotted this question from Facebook, but it says, "Why is Hashirama the only person in the world who can use wood jutsu? Is there any connection between the divine trees and Otsutsuki? What style jutsu can overcome tail beasts, and tail beasts come from divine trees?" So I'm guessing the person is asking, like, did the wood style jutsu come from the Ten Tails, like from divine trees, or
no, it came
is it
from
just like already?
I mean, technically, yeah, because it came from Kaguya, who is the Ten Tails. It's a bloodline limit. All bloodline limits came from Kaguya on Earth, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the
like,
answer.
Realistically speaking, it's like a watered down divine tree in a sense. Hashirama's wood style, so it's stunning from the divine tree in one way or another. And then the divine tree's thing is it absorbs chakra. That's what one of the big things Hashirama's wood style does. That's why it's so effective on Biju. It's not that it has specifically anti-Biju powers. It's just it absorbs chakra.
Yeah.
And then you can make big structures with it. Biju happen to be nothing but massive things of chakra. So you absorb their chakra. Okay, game over.
Facts.
But again, it's not like it would absorb the whole Ten Tails.
It's so good against Biju.
Mm-hmm.
But think about it this way, Kamui, because like if you just if like the Ten Tails just let itself get absorbed, and Hashirama could just absorb infinite chakra, the Ghetto Mazo is gonna stay around. Like it can't absorb nature energy, from what I can tell. Like the Ten Tails isn't just gonna disappear into nothingness.
Well, regardless, it would shrivel up into the Ghetto statue.
Yeah,
because that was like I don't. See, the problem is the Ghetto statue shouldn't have chakra and powers because it goes against the whole point. But we don't need to get into this again. But I think what I would expect to happen is it would just turn into the Ghetto statue again.
Yeah. Okay.
No, yeah, I agree. I got a wonky question that I want to ask you guys. I think I asked Bar and Mello this, but I want y'all opinion. How do y'all feel if Jura succeeds with devouring Naruto and takes over his body or whatever, and then maybe Hidari doesn't defect? Maybe he sees like some type of like connection with Naruto or something like that. And then we have like a Jubi Naruto versus a Jubi Naruto, a Jubi Hidara versus like Boruto and Sarada, or Boruto and Kawaki.
I think it's cool. I would rather have the final Naruto versus Sasuke fights, so we technically never got that if you exclude the video games. Like at the end of like chapter like 699, you get like Naruto being like, until the next fight, Sasuke, or it might have been Sasuke saying that, but like we never got that. So like,
no, I think like
I wrote my own version.
Naruto shouldn't be able to fight Hidari. Like if they're like supposed to be like this strong, like.
No, I mean like if Jura absorbed Naruto, like he was able to
have Hidari versus
become some sort of.
Well, there's two parts to this. I feel like the Jura absorbing Naruto. It's the more sensitive topic here.
But then that also begs the question of, well, why well, when you're looking at the story from an outside perspective, why does Jorah want Naruto? Like, is it because the Ten Tails is sensing that, you know, he's technically like a pseudo like Jinchuriki of it, since he hosts all 9 Biju inside of it, and you know, Kishimoto's probably trying to find a way to give Naruto a new power up so he can, you know, be on par with the likes of Boruto and Kawaki and everyone else who's gotten stronger over the years.
I feel like that's
I
not what he's
personally
doing.
think that he's gonna I think that he's gonna kind of stray away from like trying to get Naruto.
Yeah.
Because he thought Naruto was there for the whole time, and then he gets there and it's somebody totally different. So he may switch his target to Himawari. We was talking about before, like a Himawari rescue arc or some shit like that, like where she get kidnapped type shit like that.
As of right now, that's not on the picture.
Jorah kidnap her? I feel like just eat her, bro.
No, right now that's not gonna happen.
I'm like, bro, just take a bite.
I think
it's definitely not.
I think it's, you know, what would Jorah want with Himawari? Not saying that he didn't sense Tail Beast chakra in her, but you know,
Jorah isn't after Himawari at all. Jorah's after Naruto because he thinks Naruto's alive because he sensed Nine-Tails chakra. The problem is that, like, they're just gonna he's gonna ask, little kid, where's Naruto? Himawari is gonna answer, Naruto, he died years ago. Jorah is just gonna say, oh, my bad, and then leave. That's really how, like, he's not gonna switch targets because he's not after Naruto's chakra. He's not after the Nine-Tails chakra. He's not after Himawari. He's after Naruto. He was just able to sense where Naruto was, and he was just mistaken on that. Like, I don't think Kawaki's gonna get up and be like, actually, I sealed him away. You'll have to get through me first. That's not gonna happen. And so, Jorah is going to leave, which is how this conflict's gonna be solved, because I don't think any of us think that Jorah's gonna be defeated now.
Why? Yeah, the real question is, okay,
why would he, why leave?
I think if he was going to leave... I think if he was gonna leave, it would have to be because he doesn't believe that Naruto's dead. Whatever the reason, he doesn't believe it, and so he's gonna leave. If he actually believed it, I think he'd have to be like, oh, well, yeah, why don't I just eat Himawari instead? You know, like, he's not just gonna.
But why would he?
Like, never mind.
Then why not eat anyone else instead? Because no one else is going to produce a chakra fruit.
Because Himawari would be the closest thing to Naruto in his eyes, given that he literally mistook her for Naruto the whole time here in the village. Also, why would that'd be the first person for him? I feel like of all people, it'd be like, well, I might as well go after her then.
Yeah, and Itachi was the closest thing to Sasuke, so I guess that's Sakura's second choice.
Probably.
No!
I mean, according to Naruto, they looked a lot alike.
Shut up.
So Jorah is the incarnation of the Ten Tails, and he's sensing Tail Beast chakra. Well, why would he just bite anyone? Who's to say that their chakra wouldn't be compatible with Jorah if he merges with them or just, you know, devours them? I don't know what's going to happen.
You have to look at what they state. The reason they want to eat their targets is because they believe it's going to go to their personal evolution. It's going to be how they evolve as Shinju. So they're doing it for their evolution, not for any other reason. It's the same reason they want to eat Boruto and Kawaki.
Help them evolve.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so
they don't.
What is that? What's that going to mean for Naruto when he actually finds him?
Well, he's gonna ask Naruto Uzumaki, I have a lot of questions for you. And Naruto's gonna be like, ah, monster! And then he's just gonna eat him. And then, oh, I guess my questions weren't answered. He's either gonna evolve or he's not, because Naruto isn't chakra, Ten Tails, anything like that. And Jorah's just gonna be wrong. Or he was gonna be right and he does evolve. And then the world ends. But that's not gonna happen. Unless Dragon Ball timeline shenanigans.
Like, it's necessarily about evolving too. A lot of it was just like, I don't know, I just feel like I wanted to devour him.
No, go back to that dialogue. That is the reason they give.
No, his reasoning is just...
Pull it up! I was looking at it the other day.
What, did the translation change overnight or something? Like...
This is wrong.
Here, let's go. I don't even know why I feel this way. It's an instinctual desire. That's why it seems significant. I'm thinking of devouring Naruto Uzumaki. Why? He and Inosuke, right? Correct.
However, we are already a divine tree and are evolving differently than usual. Thus, it appears some changes happening to our instinctual drive as well. Give in to your instincts. Bend your ear to your inner voice. Do so, and in time, it should come to you, your personal target. That's all he says. Just give in to your instincts. It's an instinctual desire. Give in.
Nah, you're looking at the wrong thing.
That's why he wants to devour Naruto. He says before
he quoted it
that
verbatim.
there's no major change to their goal of devouring the Otsutsuki and evolving into their final form. However, I want to eat Naruto first because I feel like it. That's basically what he says.
And then he thinks that they're going to evolve.
No, he doesn't say that.
Take it up with
They
Jura.
might evolve. I don't see why they wouldn't change from the chakra being eaten, but like he doesn't say it's like for it. It just give in, bro. Like
Nah.
He seems like he seems like he's like more interested in knowledge and stuff like that.
But all the others don't seem to be
he just
interested
wants
in
to
it.
know like why. Like why do I want to devour him? I don't. Why do I eat him and find out? That's kind of like the vibe I'm getting.
It's definitely not
Yeah,
the why.
now
That's absurd. Because otherwise he would just ask him. He's not going to do that. You know he's not.
How is he gonna? Naruto's not gonna have the answer to that question. Naruto, why do I want to eat you? I don't.
Well, I
he's
think
gonna be
this-
like, I don't know. Don't.
I think the answer could delve into the answer could be just chakra. He could figure out through just chakra itself. Because chakra is linked. Shouldn't chakra also be linked to consciousness and just memories and everything else?
Yes.
So
Yeah, but there is a single existence known as the divine tree, but Matsuri, those emotions you are feeling seem to be your own. So emotions are not linked to a single existence. They're individual experiences.
But there is still a connection between like consciousness and chakra in Naruto.
I mean, well, maybe it can be multifaceted as well, though. So who knows?
because I'm looking at this from they're ten tails humanoids, like sentient ten tails humanoids. We know that the ten tails is like an amalgamation of chakra. And pretty much when Naruto tried to sense the ten tails in chakra in the war, he wasn't able to get like not like an
he said it was like immeasurable or something like that.
Like he wasn't able to gauge how much chakra or just like what he was sensing. It was almost like he was looking. It's kind of weird because I think what chapter was it when he did that?
I know it was during the war arc. I don't know chapters that well though.
Probably chapter 609 or 610 or somewhere around then. Whenever the Ten Tails was revived.
Yeah. I'm gonna look
I think
around
Neji
that
dies in chapter either 611 or 614.
What are you looking for?
When Naruto was sensing the ten tails' chakra. Oh, yep, here it is.
Oh, you found it?
Yeah, it
Drop
says
it in the chat so I can put it on the screen.
Wait, what chapter was it?
it was 610.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Hey, Kamui sent it to me.
Well, I haven't looked at it. Immortal did.
Oh, Immortal, you sent it in the group and show chat?
I'm about to.
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you.
It's about the formation of their
Oodie.
identity.
I just see your chat.
What chat? Oh. Yeah.
Chapter 6.
I mean, it's as blatant as it comes.
Now, what the fuck?
So.
Exactly. Are you okay, Kamui?
He's
What I'm
having
saying,
fun
like,
over
what
there.
the fuck is going on with this guy?
That's Kamui for
He
you.
getting
Don't
his
worry
feet
about it.
tickled. He getting his feet tickled. His dog licking his toes right now.
Exactly, bro.
So, Immortal, what's the update on posting this in chat?
I got it right. I got it. Hold on.
You got it right. You got it. Hold on.
Well, he did get it right.
No, I was.
Yeah, it doesn't look like you got it
Oh,
right.
no,
to me.
he got it wrong.
I mean, Okay, I'm gonna send it in chat.
Okay.
Should be.
Glad you have now decided to send it in
Chat.
chat. Now I will wait for you to send it in chat. So Kamui, how's your day going
Like
so far?
chat on a server.
I'm still laughing at the other thing.
Bro, he has not dropped it yet. Okay, bet he dropped it.
There we
Hold
go.
on. I'm about to drop another one. And here we go. All right, here's both of them.
Hold on, I had to bring it up in a bigger screen.
Yeah, that Tento's making such a pouty face. He is not happy. If you had to describe the emotion of the Tentos there, would you say it's sad, grumpy, mad?
Mad, bro. They've been like Jinchurikis and been treated wrong their whole life, so they didn't like humans.
Well, but
That was
Kamui,
like the preface of the Boruto.
it's an instinctual
beginning
desire.
of
Like its ego hasn't awakened, therefore it's natural. So the natural emotion in the Naruto universe is suffering. Madara was right.
No.
Oh my goodness, this guy in the Madara being right.
Because I bet you the Tento smiles later on.
I don't remember that.
Hold on.
Are we gonna have to
Show
make
it
another
on-
video? The Ten-Tails was the happiest character in all of Naruto, along with tuning exams
Stupid.
Gara.
No.
Yeah, we still need to get the Gara thumbnail for that.
Bro, it's like
He's
takes
natural
2
energy
seconds. Why don't we
itself.
just do that?
Man, this Tento's has not been to the dentist.
Oh my god.
This guy.
This is gonna look so good for you, dude.
It's kind of funny because when Naruto's gauging his chakra, it just looked like a bunch of like gigantic like pools of spears of chakra, almost resembling a planet of some sorts.
Well,
And then you see this black aura, these black lines.
what's more interesting to me is the fact that there's 2 Karamas in this picture. Thoughts? There's a lot of wild theories we can do
2
here.
Karamas.
There's the Karama behind
that's
Naruto,
crazy.
and then
I
the one
didn't
for
notice
this.
that.
Karama inside Himawari, the small one.
That's,
and then the
yeah,
big
that's
one
Himawari's
beside it.
Karama right there. We found it.
Now, Oodie, in case you were wondering, the Ten-Tails is happy in this bottom image.
Oh my god.
Look at that smile.
Yeah, he about to eat some
Yeah,
shit.
look at
That's
its
why.
eye.
He's a happy boy.
He about
Would
to
you say that's a
devour some
happy
shit. He
eye?
about to go ham.
Look at that smile.
Actually, isn't this when Madara and Obito are controlling the Ten-Tails? So no, this doesn't count.
Yeah.
Suck it.
Well,
have they hooked up the tube yet? Or are they just
I was
standing on
trying.
it right now?
I think I forgot what I was trying to say when I was talking about like chakra, connected and stuff,
Ninshu?
and Naruto sensing the, huh?
Ninshu.
No,
Well,
not
the
Ninshu.
Alliance sensed Naruto's
I think
emotion when
it's-
Ino transmitted it. That was more his memories than his emotions. But it was memories triggered by emotions.
No,
But
no,
what's
the
the memories?
memories was Hashirama. The emotions for Naruto.
Hey, I got someone who wants to ask a question. They want your
Those were
opinion.
Memories.
They
And they weren't like, oh, Naruto feels sad. They saw
They
it.
want y'all opinion on. They want to know. Please tell me my question. Please, I want to know. Hold on, no.
Is that their question?
Where was this question? Nah. They hit me up on fucking what's the name? He wants to know if do you think that more people is going to be on Boruto's side in the future? Basically, I think that's the question.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
At
feel
some
like
point, at
that's
least
a
one
given.
more person.
But then the question is like, will he actually lose it all?
Oh, the question is, I'm sorry. When do you guys think more people will be on Boruto's side in the future?
Oh,
Oh, there'll probably
man.
be another person next chapter. At this
Yeah.
rate.
but then I'm also counting on chapter 11 because you know how double you know how double digit chapters are. Like some major character is going to die in those chapters if we're looking back at part 1.
Bro, I
Who you think
refuse to
gonna die?
believe people are just gonna start thinking Naruto's alive. It's not gonna happen.
Oh, so you
But
think
then-
Damon, your favorite character, omnipotent beyond omnipotence Damon, will be wrong?
What do you
Wow,
mean?
I didn't realize you hated Damon so much, Oodie.
What are you talking
You would
about?
go against Damon's word like that.
Damon
Are
never
you
said
sure you feel
anything
okay?
about this.
Damon's the one who brought it up. The fuck? Did you read chapter 6? Clearly not.
About him, about his personal
So
thoughts?
who-
That's
yeah,
what he personally
This
thinks?
is literally Damon's idea that this is going to happen.
So what do you guys think as far as like if that does happen, who will be the first?
We've already got Mitsuki and Ada and Shikamaru,
I wanted to argue with Kamui.
and
man.
Himawari. Yeah, you
So
don't want to
you-
lose anymore? I know.
I said I wanted to.
I feel like Shikadai should come around soon enough,
These aren't
realistically.
planets, they're blobs of chakra.
Anyways, what did you
Just
say?
like the big water.
I feel like I don't want to say Ino, so I feel like Team Shikadai should be probably next. Because I mean, they've already got Mitsuki, Sarda and Sumire are given. Ada's already, kind of in the middle there. Shikamaru's already been converted, so I mean, I feel like Team Shikadai should be next, especially since they're with Himawari right now, and maybe something will happen.
Okay.
Actually, that could also work because Himawari is the one who I think says in chapter 1. Pretty sure she not just that she wants to help Boruto. I'm pretty sure she says that she still thinks her dad is still alive, and then Jura's gonna be like, "Where is Naruto?" Hidari's gonna be like, "Are you Naruto Uzumaki?" And then they're gonna be like, "Huh? Naruto's dead." And then they're gonna be like, "No, Naruto's alive." Kawaki's gonna make this guilty-looking face, and then they're gonna believe Himawari. Maybe they'll start to believe in Boruto through Himawari too. So I think Team Shikadai.
Well, they can tell that
If it
Himawari
has to
isn't
be one
Naruto.
person in particular, it's gonna be Inojin, or because he's being nice to Himawari, or it'll be Shikadai because he's being smart.
But that's the weird thing,
And
though,
Chocho's
because
follow
Jura
along.
knows seemingly what Naruto looks like. Like, he's able to sense Naruto through the Nine-Tails chakra, but then he knows what Naruto looks like because he knows Himawari isn't Naruto. Like, if he could only tell through the Nine-Tails chakra, then he would just think Naruto is Himawari. Like, he just wouldn't even question it. Like, there you are, Naruto.
Unless it's a matter of he knew that Naruto was a boy, and because it's a girl, he's like, well, this can't be right.
Sexy
I
jutsu.
think personally though, I think it like my personal opinion, I think it'll be Sarda. Cause it'll be like mirroring
Sarda's already on
Sakura.
Boruto's side.
She's gonna go against them to be on his side again.
No. I know she's on his side or whatever, but I think she's like going to defect from the leaf of Boruto. Like she's going to follow Boruto.
Oh, is that what the question was asking? Like, who will leave the village?
No, I was just saying Sarda. Like she'd be the first person to like really stick by his side.
Does Mitsuki count as an answer?
I mean,
Has he not officially defected
But I
yet?
thought the question was like for people he's converting.
Yeah, that was the question. But I just
Okay.
I was like I think it's Sarda. Like if nobody else converts or whatever and they don't believe him and like, you know, everything that he's been doing like backfires on him, I see Sarda leaving with him.
Knowing the next time we see Boruto and Mitsuki interact, it's going to be Mitsuki saving Boruto. I'm going to say Mitsuki anyways, because that moment hasn't happened yet.
Mitsuki too. Yeah, they've been having a lot of dialogue, like with Mitsuki and the son and all that stuff. So yeah, I
Basically
can agree with
trying to
Bro, I
find
want to
his
see
own
Mitsuki
identity.
knock Kawaki out again.
that.
You
Don't let
know what I
Bar-
want? I want Mitsuki to stay in the village just to keep knocking Kawaki out
God.
over and over again, day
Don't-
after day. Just knock him out. Get that revenge.
Don't let Bara hear that.
I'll read chat while you're focusing on that, I guess. Okay. Masiki and Kinshiki already told Naruto how Otsutsuki's get their immortality. They get them from condensed chakra fruit. That's correct. So since Boruto and Kwaki haven't eaten chakra fruit, they're aging. Yeah, but what about Damon and Ada? I find it interesting that at the end of the final Naruto and Sasuke fight, Sasuke said that he's not sure if he will ever go evil again.
Alright, I'm back again.
Yeah, so that's not really what he's saying, but I see what you're saying, Krishna. Sasuke and Naruto fighting in some capacity may be paid off in the future. I love that idea, Adam. By the way, I'm reading comments. Which of the Tintel's smart Grimes stories are you interested in? I'm very interested in Bug Shinju because I wonder what's going to happen between him and Ada. The Grime I'm most interested in is Rick Grimes. He's by far the most interesting Grime that I know. Kamui, which Grime is the most interesting to you?
I got a coworker named Ryan Grimes, so I'm pretty interested in it.
Yeah, I like our answers. In terms of Bug and Ada, I don't think that's ever going to be a problem at all. In fact, I don't think they'll ever even meet, really. Besides, it is centered
I
on...
think I want to see like Damon fight Bug.
I don't know if Bug's even going to get to Damon to fight him. Like, he just might get taken care of before then.
Just show up with the claw marks the same way Jorah did.
Nah. He's not gonna make it.
Just show up in the Leaf Village and run over to Damon, get bodied by Damon and be like, never mind.
Nah, he's gonna get confronted before then. He's not just gonna waltz right there.
Well, I mean, he can probably beat everyone else, except for maybe like Kawaki and Sage Mitsuki.
That's
but
fine.
Like all the others are getting.
I mean, if anything, like not only Sage Mitsuki, like they have a lot of bodyguards, unless they just changed that. Like, they got bodyguards for the bodyguards.
Like, yeah. I mean, like realistically, Nishi is not going to be of any help.
Hey, don't be dogging on my boy Nishi.
Nishi is still missing. Literally, Nishi has not been found since chapter 76.
Another drop plot point.
That's an unaddressed plot. That's another unaddressed plot point. What the heck is Nishi doing? We still don't know.
Tack that on the reasons Boruto is ruined.
Yeah, that's the real one right there. Like of all the questions we had, didn't get an answer to. What the heck is Nishi doing?
Also, what's your thoughts on the fact that Sasuke's eye was never shown once again after his Rinnegan got destroyed? Considering literally all the others have to, Sasuke obviously has to. It would just be absurd for it to be anything else. Like, non-Rinnegan characters are getting Rinnegan. Like, I don't think Sasuke's different. He just so happened to coincidentally happen to have a Rinnegan beforehand, of which he doesn't even have when he's taken into the tree. There's nothing special there about it. It's just coincidence.
Oh. I thought he was a reference. I thought he was just asking, like, what do you think about the fact that they never showed Sasuke's, damaged eye? Like, I was like, bro, it's damaged. So I don't think they're gonna show the bloody eye again.
Yeah, like Sasuke tries to open his eyes. Oh my god! And it's just like you just see like mush in there. It just looks like cruded oatmeal or something.
Yeah, it's just like moldy. He's like, ew, close that eye again.
Oh my god, Sasuke, you never got that thing taken out?
Your eye. Like that's just literally like a disease risk, like contamination risk.
It would look like this.
Sasuke's like, I would never. These are Itachi's eyes. I would never take them out.
It would look like one of these things. You know what I'm talking about? Like the wine making things where you're dancing in it or whatever. This. Yeah.
Mabushiki's like dancing.
Oh my God. So that's our thoughts on that. So Denki is actually the Shadow Hokage of this generation. That's why he's never seen in the manga. With the
Yes.
eye emoji.
It's really emphasizing the shadow part. But yeah, nobody knows it's the Shadow Hokage.
Not even the Hokage, who he's supposed to be helping.
Yeah.
That's the real reason he was sealed
Who
in
is
Daikoku.
Shikamaru's? Actually, I got a question. Who is Shikamaru's Shadow Hokage? You know, like, Hashirama had Tobirama / Madara. Tobirama.
Nah, bro. Hashirama didn't have anything.
Tobirama.
That wasn't an official thing at that point yet. I don't even think it was a thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, and Tobirama definitely didn't have one.
Like, I don't think even like a council
Hiruzen
member.
obviously
I don't think
Danzo.
Tobirama even like acted in name as a council member, let alone officially for Hashirama. Like, I think Hashirama just straight up was alone.
Advised.
Did he?
No, but Tobirama was definitely like being his advisor, even if not officially.
Did he? What makes you say that?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we see it.
When?
Literally there at the 5 Kage Summit with him as his advisor.
I think it says his brother, not as his advisor. Like, he's just one of the founders of Konoha.
I mean, but you also see him advising him. Like, they're talking about when Madara's like listening to them secretly, and they're talking in that room, or Tobirama. I mean, it's clearly implied. Shikamaru thinks it. When he's talking about Naruto, I think he's like, Lord first had an adept brother to be his advisor. Naruto doesn't have that, so that's where I come in. It's implied anyway, but Tobirama doesn't seem to have an advisor.
Okay. What about this?
You could say like Kakashi was a Shadow Hokage, but like I don't know.
Okay, what about this? Tobirama advised Hashirama. Tobirama was not the first Hokage advisor. I think that's fair to say.
Like I don't know if he was officially an advisor.
No, I'm not
like,
saying officially. I'm saying
definitely...
like he never impacted the first Hokage. He only impacted Hashirama in terms of decision making or whatever.
No, he impacted the first Hokage.
Such as?
In the 5 Kage Summit, when he's literally like telling like
nah, bro, he's telling him the opposite. He's like, brother, don't do what you're doing and continuing to do despite me telling you not to.
No, Hashirama wanted to just give, like, he made a deal where Hashirama tried to just like give away everything for free, and Tobirama was like, bro, no, you can't just do that. Like, I forgot the specifics, but like, yeah.
Nah. He was saying that to Hashirama, not the Hokage.
He definitely... he did both. Because Hashirama was Hokage, he did both.
We never even saw the end result of that. For all we know, Hashirama just did it anyways. Prove he didn't. Seems like he did.
I have to go back and see the scene, but anyway.
Because Hashirama's all like, oh, cooperation. I'm bowing my head, even though you're all in disagreement with me, and the end result doesn't show you seeming like you've changed your minds. Like, the conflict didn't end. First Kazekage was still being difficult.
Well, he agreed to a different proposal.
Nah. He agreed to Hashirama's original proposal.
Tobirama still doesn't seem to have any advisors of his own. That's what I say his students are his advisors.
Bro, honestly...
Hiruzen was his advisor.
This just sounds weird. Is Tobirama just straight up a third founder of Konoha? Like, is there just straight up 3? Minimum. Could be more, even.
Yeah, like, kind of, yeah. Because, like, I mean, Hashirama and Madara are the ones who came up with the idea.
Yeah, like if it
But
wasn't for
like
them, Tobirama's not doing
does a
it.
lot of the actual establishing of
Well, I don't mean when
Konoha.
he's Hokage. I mean like when the village is founded. Was he just there, or did he
Yeah, 'cause
do
even then
things?
he's on board, he's advising Hashirama, he's there for literally everything with Hashirama.
Yeah.
Like
But again, like when he becomes Hokage, he
But
takes
he-
the village in a completely different direction. Like he makes the academy. He does so many different things. Puts the Uchiha to the outskirts.
yeah, but like
And like up until that point,
the
he's
main thing
actively being in war and stuff still. Like, even up to his death, really.
yeah.
Which is weird because Hokage shouldn't.
I think
be
the only
on the
thing that
front
makes him
lines.
not a founder is that he wasn't there, for the rock skipping to talk about it. And then like he wasn't the leader of the Senju clan and to be like, let's team up, Uchiha.
Nah, bro. Tobirama had Butama's philosophy. He's like, Hashirama, don't cry at your brother's death. We're gonna kill those Uchiha. Let's not build a village.
Well, I mean, by the time
Bro, he would have perpetuated
He
the
was
cycle
fine
of the
with, like,
war in states. Absolutely, 100%.
he was fine with them
Negative progress.
like forming an alliance. He didn't trust Madara, but it seems like
Tell it to the
Tobirama
rest
didn't
of the
trust
Uchiha.
Madara. But he didn't. Huh?
Tell it to the rest of the Uchiha.
That's Danzo's era. If you're talking about like those Uchiha, if you're talking about the Madara era Uchiha, they were like, yeah, go Senju, fuck Madara. So I don't know which era you're talking about.
He also tried to stop Hashirama from taking his life after he defeated Madara on the battlefield. Once again, he's going against Hashirama. Bro, Tobirama is Hashirama's biggest hater. Never agreed with this man even once.
You probably agreed with him at some point.
Such as? Prove he wanted to found the
I have
village.
to go find a thing.
Bro, all we know, he was trying to convince Hashirama out of it.
He agreed with Hashirama in wanting to fight in the war and not wanting to fight Hiruzen when they were at Edo Tensei that time.
Okay, Edo Tobirama is a different character from Tobirama if Edo Itachi is a different character from Itachi.
They're definitely not different characters. I only thought it was funny to say for the never lost a fight aspect.
Yes, undefeated Madara during the Fourth War. Continuing on with the comment section. Oh my god. Yeah, we're not getting the freaking chapter now, let's be honest.
I'm getting sleepy.
Now it's 6 a.m. past. Oh my god. Well, Ada is his target. All Bug Shinju needs to do is use Taijutsu, which I think he used against Boruto. Why is that all he needs to do? All he needs to do is eat her, but he has to get to her in order to eat her. And then Ada's omnipotent, so she can just not be eaten.
Taijutsu?
I think it's his claw arm Taijutsu is more the question here. I guess his eating Taijutsu, that's funny too.
Ada Taijutsu.
When it's Bug doing it, I'd consider any eating Shinjutsu.
The Shinjutsu eating technique.
I mean, they got an escape jutsu, a pursuit jutsu. They get it all at this point. Might as well.
Yeah, the eating jutsu. Did Naruto use the eating Shinjutsu against Kiba in the Chunin exams when he was transformed as Akamaru?
It's kind of weird that Naruto still smelled like Naruto. Well, or I don't know, or Akamaru. I don't know. You know, maybe the opposite. It doesn't. Maybe it's not weird at all. It's the opposite weird. The other way around, it would have been weird. I don't remember, anyways. So yeah, I don't think that Ada needs to worry because I think Ada could just solo bug by herself. Like, I think she should just be strong enough to do that. Thoughts?
Just depends on. I mean, I'd like to see Ada like genuinely be able to just like fight, not counting omnipotent knowledge or omnipotent nonsense.
Can the
Like, I
bug
just genuinely would like to see Ada actually be able to
fly?
throw hands.
Do you think it can fly?
No.
Ada should just
I don't.
be
Well,
safe.
I don't actually know. But like time and time again, Juro's the only one that does fly, so it kind of makes it seem like he's the only one who can.
I don't know if they make it seem like it's the only one that can, but I'm on board with saying the
Yeah,
bug
they
Shinji
do,
can't
because
fly
in
for
all the
now.
scenes, it's just like Jorah's flying alone. Like Jorah flies up in the sky. It's like, oh, there's Naruto, and it's not like Hidari flies with him. Hidari walks around the village with him instead of
I mean,
flying. Like it
the
just.
Ten Tails itself should just be able to fly. It seems like it's a 6 paths ability, which comes from the combination of all 9-tailed beasts combined, which is what Naruto got when he was able to fly. Should still be able to fly. Like the Ten
That's
Tails
the
itself.
thing.
The Ten Tails is
But
Otsutsuki as
like,
well.
but that's
Otsutsuki
why
fly.
Jorah can obviously fly. With Hidari and them, though, it's weird because it's like on one hand they're like 10 tails, but on another hand, they make it seem like they're not, which doesn't make sense, but they do because, just looking at Jorah's explanation for why he can sense Naruto, whereas the others can't. He's like, well, I'm an incarnation of a Biju too, so of course I can sense other Biju.
But they're all one life
Whereas it's
being,
like,
so when he
okay,
says
I guess
he means
Hidari
we.
isn't.
No, when he says he means we because they're all one life being.
No, bro.
Tell it to Jorah. That's what he
Hidari
said.
literally can't sense Naruto.
Tell it to Jorah. That's literally what he said. They have their own individualistic experiences, but they're all the same thing.
Yeah, which is weird, but like, I mean, yeah, I know what you're saying, but I mean, in terms of the other stuff, like they're not the same. So let's just ignore the first part because they're not. Hidari literally can't sense
Their
Naruto's
abilities
chakra.
come from
going
what
around
their
like, are you
bodies
Naruto?
are.
Is this Naruto?
Yeah,
Is that
but
Naruto? He has no
Naruto's
idea.
individualistic experiences isn't why he can fly. He can fly because of his body. So Jorah and Hidari.
I know, but what I'm saying is not their individualistic experiences for why he can sense Naruto. It's because of his body that Jorah can while Hidari can't.
But they're the same body.
They have different chakras.
Okay,
They're
fine
not
with
the
that.
same body anymore. They literally have different chakra. Chakra signatures are different.
Different chakra signatures has nothing to do with
And
their
if
body.
anything, it's not the body for why they can fly, it's the chakra for why they can fly. Naruto's body didn't change, his chakra changed. That's why he was able to fly.
Well, do you think
So
the
if the
Ghetto
chakra being
Mazo could
different
fly?
could be the reason. Ghetto Mazo never showed the ability to fly, nor did the Ten Tails.
Well, I'm asking, do you think it could?
No, I don't think the Ghetto statue can fly.
Couldn't. Okay. Do you think any Otsutsuki drained of chakra could fly?
It's like absolute zero chakra, or like,
but not dead. Yeah.
0.0001%, so they're
Sure,
still alive,
yeah.
but like too low to do anything.
Yeah.
If their chakra's too low, then no. I think that they probably need to use like at least a minuscule amount of chakra to fly.
Even if it's ingrained in their DNA, like apparently it is with Himawari, to where it's not even in their chakra pool.
Himawari can't fly.
That's not what I was saying. I was making an analogy. Going back to earlier.
Yeah, but your analogy doesn't work because it's not what I was getting at. So now in terms of the Kawaki aspect, It is ingrained in his DNA, which makes no fucking sense, but that's besides the point. Yeah, this shit's just inconsistent, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Like, doesn't make any sense.
I mean, Himawari has her own DNA, you know. It's not just Hinata and Naruto, so
I don't know about the flying thing anymore.
Himawari's
But it doesn't
DNA
seem like
everything.
Hidari can fly. Apparently Delta can, though. Fucking without her rocket boots anymore.
Nah, bro. They just drew it wrong 20 panels in a row.
I think so, bro. I think so. I really do. I think Ikimoto forgot.
That's so funny. Like if Delta starts
Because like I said, bro,
again,
like I
it's
understand
so
the chapter 68 scene doesn't necessarily need to indicate flying. It could just be her coming out of the pod, but it feels like she was suspended in the air for a little bit too long. And then when you compare that with what we're seeing now, I think Ikimoto just stopped drawing it.
Now, I will say, again, whenever they animate it, I do think they'll have Delta flying, quote-unquote, and like levitating in the air for a couple seconds. I don't think that's going to be real time. I think they're doing the same thing the manga's doing, just emphasizing it.
And that's fine. I'm just coupling it with what we're seeing now. Like in the past, I wouldn't have said, "Oh, she's flying" for any reason, but just seeing it now, it's like, okay, it seems like she may have been doing that back then. Okay. Which is before Kawaki could have given her karma. And also, the Yamato conversation in chapter 5 makes it apparent that Kawaki has not given the Delta clone karma yet. Like, he hasn't pursued this yet. So I don't think he did. Because if he did, then everyone would already know that Amato figured this out. Kawaki did it. So it doesn't make sense otherwise.
Yeah. Moral of the story: Ada's safe from Bug.
I mean, yeah, she got Damon anyway, so
that's besides the point. Like, even without Damon, she's safe from Bug.
I would like to see Ada actually throw hands, though. Like, I don't want Ada to go this whole story without ever actually fighting.
Yeah. So even though
they imply that she's
okay, never mind. Go ahead.
So they imply that they were hiding more abilities in the past. Show some of them now.
Yeah, bro, I'm gonna laugh so hard if all 3 of the other Shinju have Delta's robot legs. Just start thrustering up into the sky to fly. They don't even explain it.
Like I say, I think it'd be funny. It'd be funny if a bug just fell in love with Ada. So I was gonna say, but yeah, the Hidari uses the robot rocket jet feet while Delta just flies. It's like normal. It's like, what?
Well, they did. I mean, only Otsutsuki and blood relatives are immune to Shinjutsu, so unless there's a third thing, or that was just wrong in the first place, that confirms the Ten Tails has to be Otsutsuki.
Yeah, I mean,
it does seem immune.
Kind of, which is what I think anyway. But yeah, that's actually a good point.
But I could totally see
it shouldn't work otherwise.
Wrong. It could just be that Ten Tails itself is also immune, and Ten Tails isn't Otsutsuki, but that's the point. But I think it is. I mean, they're just a cannibalistic species.
That could be it. But
Momoshiki just ate Kinshiki, so like.
Yeah. Bro didn't even let him try to put a karma out first. He was like, bro, like he could have been like, yo, Kinshiki, go place a karma on Darui real quick, then come back.
Good. Shikamaru's new
what's
shadow.
The harm in trying it? Worst case, Darui dies. Oh no.
Nah, but they need Dari's chakra for the chakra fruit. Otherwise, it's not going to be as plantiful. What's the word? Something itiful.
They're not planning it on this dimension, though. They're planning it on Earth.
Well, that's where
Daru's
Daru
in the wrong
is.
place anyway.
What do you mean?
Darui's not on Earth in this scene. Darui's in that Momoshiki dimension.
Oh. Okay. Well, yeah, but the planet
was planning on just
stores a
killing them.
record of all life things anyway, so then Dari would have been on Earth anyways. It doesn't even matter.
So it wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
But I mean, Momoshiki was planning on killing everyone but Naruto at the end anyway. By the end. So.
You know, that's a good point. The Otsutsuki?
Because if Momoshiki ate Sasuke's Rinnegan eyes, like Urashiki did to his own eyes.
So here's something funny. If the planet stores all record, blah, 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 why don't they just feed the planet to the Ten Tails? Like, at least a chunk of it, just like a boulder. Like, hey, Momoshiki was here. Here you go.
Yeah, the record of all life thing doesn't make sense. I'm sorry. Like, it just doesn't.
Yeah.
Like, I can understand. I don't like it, but even dying on the planet. But it doesn't make sense for like Ishiki, who didn't die on that planet, to have a record of his life on.
We don't know that,
bro. Like,
you're assuming he died on a different planet.
It's in a different dimension.
You're assuming it's a different dimension. We don't know
They
where.
literally
it was.
like say it.
No, they don't. Could have been her.
It's heavily indicated at the very least.
There's no indication at all, actually. Like, keep in mind, Kamui, we've only seen one side of the planet, which really we don't even know how big the Naruto map is in comparison to that side of the planet. So if they're on the other side of the planet, they're just like lost.
I feel like there's like one of those editor statements or end of chapter statements that are like, Boruto drags them into a new dimension. What will happen next, or something?
I'd be pleased if you could
Like
find it. Hey, I'm just letting you know, Kamui.
I don't know how I would.
I'm disagreeing, but I'm all here for it. I would love for it to have been a different dimension. I prefer that. I think that's
I don't know how to find
Dragon
like
Ball reference.
One of those like end of chapter statement things.
You could just use Quora like you always do.
Bro, that's literally you. I don't know why you say me.
I enjoyed the stream and look forward to them. Thanks, Starry Shikage! Oh, by the way, Shikamaru's new Shadow Hokage is basically Boruto as of right now. The problem is that isn't what we were saying. It's unofficial, and he's not allowed to say it. And it's as of right now, rather than in the past 3 years. Even then, Shikamaru isn't the Hokage yet, so he can't be having a Shadow Hokage if he's not Hokage.
So you could say Kawaki, I guess, is your alternative.
But again, Shikamaru can't have a Shadow Hokage right now.
Yeah.
The current Hokage of the Leaf Village is Naruto. As of right now.
Yeah, so Sasuke's still the Shadow Hokage.
That's true, yeah. See, he's a rogue ninja and he's the Shadow Hokage, so it doesn't even matter. Exactly. It's just titles that don't even make sense. The world doesn't recognize them. He agreed with him, and might be Madara during the war. Beware of eternal Genin, for he, too, has never lost a battle. That's funny. I'm gonna write that down, too. That filler character. Same with,
I will
has the
say this
ostrich
for you.
lost? Oh, yeah.
Naruto asked Boruto, where the heck are we?
And Boruto says, Sasuke are able to easily whisk you away to another dimension, right? So I figured I should be able to do it too using karma. And blah, blah, blah. So Boruto thinks he did it in
That
another dimension.
he doesn't say
at the
he
very
thinks he
least.
did it. He says he figured he could do it.
Kind of implies that he thinks he did it when he
I
went to a
don't
new
think that's
dimension.
an implication.
Oh, absolutely, it's an implication.
I mean,
Also, Ishiki calls it a forsaken place. Interesting.
how is it forsaken? There's literally like it's peaceful, like it has a waterfall. What's so forsaken about it?
Momoshiki's place.
Like if
Ishiki hates
anything,
Momoshiki.
Jigen's place was 10 times more forsaken than this place. This freaking place had a purple sky.
I think that's probably just
Fair
Ishiki
and
hating
wrong.
Momoshiki's dimension.
I don't think Momoshiki's dimensions, any of them would look like that. Well, he does have... okay, what about this? It's a different dimension, but it's still Earth, because Momoshiki has parallel dimensions. Are you okay with that? Is that a compromise?
So it's like the parallel Earth dimension.
Yes. They're on parallel Earth.
Well, so they're in dimensions, so sure.
It's Earth. So there you go.
But it's a different dimension.
My argument wasn't different dimension, my argument was Earth.
Okay, my argument was different dimensions, so that would just be a perfect compromise.
There you go. Alright. We're both right. Okay. Write that down. Taijutsu is Damon's weakness. You know, I feel like of all things, Taijutsu is the least of Damon's weakness. Maybe that's just me.
I think he means in reference. I think he's referencing in terms of reflecting things, not in terms of like Damon being bad at it.
No, I know. But Taijutsu is not Damon's weakness still. Because I don't believe the palm thing.
It's the it might be the weakness to his reflection ability.
Tell it to code.
But Damon's still
Tell it to Kawaki.
good enough at it that it doesn't matter.
It's never been his weakness
You
before.
can't prove the Kawaki. Huh?
It's all like no. Because the reflection ability doesn't have a weakness. Because the ninjutsu is also a weakness. If Damon's quote unquote not touching anyone, he just doesn't have it activated, then ninjutsu would hit him too. Taijutsu is a weakness in the same way ninjutsu isn't a weakness.
The point with the taijutsu is that it might not ever activate for pure taijutsu, like regular taijutsu.
Tell it to Kawaki. Punched him in the face.
Again, you can't prove that Kawaki thought of a regular slap instead of his ninja tech that he uses in every single skirmish he's ever in.
Look at the damage done to Kawaki, though. It's a blunt hit. It's not a slash or anything. He would have been cut.
Okay, look at the damage when Kawaki gets thrown back by his taijutsu, not his taijutsu, his ninja tech in chapter 74. It's a blunt hit.
You'd have to show me. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Even with a blade. He had a blade out. And it was a blunt hit affected on him. That makes sense. That's what happened.
Okay, that's bad writing, but we're talking about Damon here, and Damon is peak, so it doesn't count.
That was still related to Damon.
What are you talking about, chapter 74?
When Kawaki fights Damon.
Bap
if you want to call it a fight.
Fire? Is that the name of the chapter?
Kawaki gets out his ninja tech blade and he just gets like thrown back like in a blunt hit, basically.
Well, then you don't know what he was gonna do. You don't know if he was gonna stab with it.
What was he going to do?
If anything, it makes more sense
First of
that it was
all.
gonna be used as a feint. He's literally just testing it out.
I mean, he was mid-swing.
We don't even see a close-up.
You just see him swinging, and then he's thrown back.
We also don't know where it hit him.
So he could have done the same thing with his imagination later and just got a similar hit.
Like, if it hit him
to
in the
face.
chest, then, like, we just wouldn't know if it cut him, because, like, he has clothes there.
Nah, it would have cut through the clothes based off all the other times we've seen the reflection ability.
Nah.
Literally, he'd literally be bleeding. You see blood all over his chest.
Bro, this is one of my favorite fights in all of Boruto. It's very clear when he tries to punch him. It's just a punch. It's so clear. I don't know why there's even an argument. Where did they even try to punch him at first?
It's not clear that he tried to punch him in chapter 75. You don't see his imagination.
Mr. Kamui wants to join. Bro, it's so clear.
Not this late, bro. We're getting ready to end.
There we go. Where does he punch him?
Okay, that's when I'm ready to end whenever. 6:30 a.m.
Where does he punch him? Later. Very bad at answering this question. It's not in this chapter, it's next chapter.
Bro, a week ago, oh my god, I thought Mello and Meek did this chapter 8 review like a week ago when they talked about it, and then they still haven't done it.
God.
God. Bro.
Okay. He's spiraling.
Channel's hopeless.
Also, Ada doesn't say that she doesn't know how to fight. That is not something Ada said.
Yeah, she said she's can only do simple taijutsu, but she doesn't like it. But
Well, I don't think she means she's limited to it. I think she really just means she just doesn't like to do it. It's like she would only do simple taijutsu, unless she was forced otherwise, in which case she would defend herself to the best of her ability.
I don't think she would do anything otherwise. Like, she doesn't like to do any fighting.
But, like, if push comes to shove...
I think she says she can only do simple taijutsu. That's what she says, at least.
Again, I'm not using the dictionary definition there. I'm just saying that, like, she probably could do more than slightly simple basic taijutsu.
I don't know. I'd like to see her throw some hands.
I mean, also, what is simple taijutsu in the Naruto universe? Like, Kiba, did he have simple taijutsu? Like, if you just...
I don't feel like so. I think his goes beyond simple.
Like, if you just upscale
I think
Kiba's
simple would be
stats.
like... That would be a good example.
Naruto has simple taijutsu.
Thanks. Well, even that, I was gonna say, well, he uses shadow clones, so that might go beyond simple.
No, because we're talking about skill, not abilities or hacks.
So, like, in that sense, then yeah, Naruto just uses simple taijutsu.
Yeah. Like, Neji and Lee come to mind as, and probably Sasuke come to mind as the only few I can think of off the top of my head that use more than simple.
Yeah, they're not simple.
Yeah, and I'm simple and advanced aren't the only two things. Like, middle ground would also be, like, where most people are anyways.
Yeah, but like I don't think Kiba's a simple taijutsu when he's using like freaking dog techniques, fang over fang and shit. Like,
Wasn't
I'm
that a
gonna call that
ninjutsu
simple
anyways?
taijutsu,
Pretty sure that's ninjutsu.
which doesn't make sense, but
Yeah, okay, well, it's officially recognized as ninjutsu. Take it up with the series. Since you want to die that hill.
look it up. Let's look up the data book, see what it says. Actually, I don't think they even did that back then. I don't know.
Fang passing fang.
You have to check the data book images for it to see if it says ninjutsu, taijutsu, or whatever.
I'm not doing that. Oh, it is a taijutsu. There you go. C rank. That would be basic.
But like,
Assuming that Naruto.
I don't know.
Like
Like that doesn't look like basic taijutsu at all. That's not
C rank?
basic.
I would consider Konan's paper jutsu a basic ninjutsu. It's like only B rank, I think.
But I feel like basic ninjutsu also like sounds like something that like everyone knows.
I
Not some
disagree.
clan taught technique
No.
that only the clan members know.
No, like expansion, that's like as basic as it gets as a ninjutsu.
But it's literally a secret ninjutsu.
So? What's that have to do with basic? Basic is
It's
in
not
terms of like
basic if it's a
advanced.
secret. I don't know.
And it's in terms of like advance or complexity. Secretivity has
No, because
nothing to
sometimes
do with
basic can just be like common too.
that. That's not the
Like
context
basic
we're
knowledge,
using
common
it in,
knowledge.
though.
Why not? We're making up the context of basic taijutsu.
No,
making
we
this up.
aren't. Okay, then
Yeah, we're
Ada's
making.
taijutsu isn't common because of how strong it is. There you go.
Well, her style might be common.
Okay.
We don't know her style yet.
Basic taijutsu. That's her style.
Yeah, the basic style, but like something like Iruko would use.
Oh god. So she'd lose instantly. Yeah, that's just not true. So Ada has nothing going for her when it comes to fighting, which she said herself. And I don't believe the Shinju can be affected by her omnipotence because they're unaffected by it. That last sentence is a doozy. I don't
Yeah, that last
believe
part had me,
can be affected by it because they aren't. Yeah, similarly, I believe that Kisame looks like a shark because he does. In other news. Yeah. They have different bodies, but they come from the same origin of body. We don't know if that's true, but it could be. However, also that's just not true. Like Sasuke comes from a different origin body than Bug. They come from Sasuke and Bug. If you want to say the origin bodies are Tin Tails, which you obviously are based on the context, which I'm purposefully ignoring. But if that's what you wanted to do, then there you go. Can we figure out this? Because they're unaffected by. Anyways, we have like less than 4 minutes. So I'm just gonna speed blitz through these comments because people keep commenting and we fall behind, honestly. So, yes, it doesn't take chakra to levitate. Ishiki did that when he was about to die, I believe. I don't think he did. Kamui, can you confirm or deny? Pretty sure he was on the ground and Kawaki stomped him, and like the eye panel was him on the ground as well. And
Say
anime is the same.
the thing again.
Ishiki, when he was dying, he was not levitating, right? At no point?
Correct. Yeah, he was on the ground.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he was like kneeling on the
This is
ground,
so
like
funny.
falling apart.
Yeah. Run it back when it's done. Thank you. It drops open. But Bug seen Ada watching him. This means that Bug's Shinju might be stronger than we think. How did he see her seeing him? How? We don't know. It's obviously a new thing. It's possible all the Shinju saw it. We just don't know. Like, we know Bug saw it. We don't know if the others saw it. You could imply that means the others didn't see it, in the same way Kamui's trying to imply that the others can't fly. Because it's implied that they absolutely can't, apparently.
No, it's more with that one. It's just like they keep showing us Jura flying without showing us the others flying. It's just like Jura's flying while the others aren't, making it just seem like they don't have the ability to fly.
Okay, so Kamui, is Matsuri able to put her hands in her pockets?
This isn't the same
It is
because
the
that's not
same.
an ability.
Okay.
No,
It is an ability, to be fair. It's not a jutsu.
yeah, it's not a technique of any sort.
Well, I would say it's a technique. It's just not an ability. Does this say that anything will ever die on the planet? Yes. I thought there's a panel where Sasuke travels there. Either way, he could do that on Earth too. Like, he would. It's just a far distance away. We need to follow Boruto's chakra. Remind me of when Kaguya dragged Sasuke into another dimension, which had me believe that Boruto took Ishiki somewhere else as well. Well, yeah. If Boruto went to the Sand Village, he would still need to follow Boruto's chakra there because he doesn't know where he is, and leaving Boruto there alone versus Ishiki for more than 2 seconds is probably a bad idea, especially considering Ishiki could just teleport back like he was planning to do when he left Naruto there. After Kawaki, he doesn't need to fight, as he says. Well, why does it even matter, LMAO? He's basically the temporary Hokage. He's not the temporary Hokage. He's the Hokage stand-in while Naruto's gone. Right now, there's either no Hokage or it's Naruto. The permanent Hokage currently is Naruto. The Boruto wiki for the Ten Tails states that Ten Tails is in a different dimension, only accessible via space-time ninjutsu. That's true. That's a different conversation. Including lighting up, Miss Riley. Hey, what's up, Miss Riley? It is LOL. Taijutsu is weakness, replaying ability. And that's it. So thanks everyone for watching.